So hey there, we're up to week 5 of half marathon training done. This video is going up a little bit late. We were actually out kind of late last night for a Super Bowl party. We weren't really rooting for any team in particular, just wanted to go out, hang out with some friends, enjoy some pizza, wings, and lots of sweets. It was pretty fun, but today I'm definitely feeling it, a little bit more tired than I might normally be. This past week, as you might recall from last week's video, was a step back week, so I only did 21 miles. Actually, I did 20. I cut one of my runs short because I was meeting a friend for some coffee one morning. This week, everything's ramping right back up. I've got 5 miles on the agenda for my next 2 runs, and then a 9-mile run this weekend. This next run will actually be done, my next long run will be done with Erica, which is really exciting. We haven't been running together in about 2 or 3 weeks. So we're both looking forward to getting together and hanging out and catching up. Over the past week, one of the things I've definitely been working on is trying to get adequate sleep. I forget just how quickly going running and keeping moving and waking up early to get those runs in can wear me out. So I'm definitely working on trying to at least be in bed early. So if nothing else, I'm more well rested the next morning than anything else. I've also been just keeping busy doing the same things I've been doing. I'm excited for my first 9-mile run ever this week. It should be pretty interesting. Definitely having to plan out the route for that one. The weather's actually not been too bad. This past week I actually took my first spill while running. I've got a banged up knee and a couple scrapes, but I'm okay overall. Bruised pride more than anything else. It was interesting. I fell in front of a bunch of people who were waiting for the bus. So my first reaction was to stand up and keep moving like I meant to do that, kind of like one of my cats would. But as soon as I was in a place where it was a little bit more well lit, I was able to check to make sure that I hadn't really torn anything up too bad, because then I would have had to go home, and I really didn't want to do that. As I'm sure you've read already, this past week our stove decided to go out with a bang, quite literally. So this week I'm having to plan a lot of my meals around not having a stove. While I can make scrambled eggs in the microwave, it's not my favorite way to eat them, so I'm doing a lot more cereal, yogurt, definitely lots of yogurt, toast, just anything to keep me full that does not involve using the stove, because at least until Friday we are without one. I'm kind of hoping that we can get it fixed or replaced sooner rather than later, but I'm glad we have the crock pot, the microwave, the toaster oven, and the grill, so at least we're not stuck with no means of cooking, because that would kind of stink. This week I'm definitely having to keep an eye on keeping fueled properly. I have some goo waiting for me for my 9-mile run. I know some of you might think that that's not long enough to necessitate anything, but when I did my 8-mile run, I definitely felt a lot better once I'd taken something, some of that goo, some of that power bar energy gel stuff, than I did before. I got about 3/4 of the way through that run, and I was dragging. Then as soon as I had my power bar goo, I was a lot better. So definitely something I had to pick up to enjoy this week. I've plowed through a lot of Gatorade, but good news, I haven't eaten an entire bag of pretzels this week, so one thing better than the other, right? Right? But yeah, that was this past week of training. I really enjoyed all the extra rest and being able to step back a bit, but I'm also excited to ramp up my mileage again. I'm actually looking forward to the next couple of weeks. This weekend, like I said, I'm running with Erica. Next week's my birthday. My parents are actually going to be in town, so it should be a pretty interesting couple of weeks. But that's the half marathon training for week 5. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I've got 13 weeks of training left to go, and then I run my half. That will be it for this week. I will see you guys soon. Bye.